Hello everyone, I'm home. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to take you guys on a trip to one of my favorite little shops. It's right here in my little hometown of West Lebanon, Indiana. And it's owned by a friend of mine named Mary. And it's called the Rusty Horse Warehouse at 203 High Street. We have a small town. If you come across the railroad tracks, it's right next to the fire station. You can't miss it. We've lost a lot of buildings in our town. We had fires. We had old buildings just fall down. We had old buildings taken down. We had lost some to neglect. And Mary swept into town and took this old building that used to be the Masonic Hall, and she made it into the most beautiful little shop you've ever seen. She's had a lot of help. Her husband and her brother and a lot of her friends and family have helped her along the way, but Mary knows how to decorate, and she has all kinds of things. She has primitives, candles, crystal, beautiful, beautiful floral arrangements. She just knows how to put it all together. My shop's a little hodgepodge of everything kind of thrown together, and I decorate, but mine's more rustic, and Mary's is just beautiful. She's got girls that come in and sell their wares, and she's been very generous about letting people do that. And I like to go in there and just get ideas. I walk around and I see, and you can walk around in there and see something new after two passes through the shop. And every time you go in, it's a little different. And we really love her. She came to me through another friend. They said, you guys have to meet because you guys have so much in common, and we do. Mary likes Man's Chapel, or she loves it like I do, and we have a lot of the same ideas and the same styles that we like, and she's just been a real blessing to me. And if you go into that store, you're going to make friends like you never thought you could make. Mary is going to greet you with a hug and a smile and her love, and you'll just be old friends already. And Mary's got a good sense of who needs to have some spiritual intervention, and she likes to pray with people. And she met me with a hug and a prayer, and it's stayed with me, and I just love her to pieces. And I love her niece and her husband and her brother and everybody that's involved with anything that Mary does is just wonderful. And if you go into her shop, you're going to see something different every time you go. She just knows how to put things together. I think I'm pretty creative, but I go in there and I'm like, wow, this is cool. I wouldn't have thought to do this. And they have a little bit of everything. And I think I speak for most of the people in town when I say we thank them very much for coming in and giving our little town something so nice. We've needed something like this for a long time. And it's so beautiful, and it smells so good, and you just love it. Look at this table. She just has a knack. And I know it's not just her, it's some of the girls that come in and help her, but Mary, she's very talented. She paints and she redoes furniture, and she's got, I like this. I thought this nativity scene was really pretty. But like I said, I walk around and I see different things every time. And I want to thank them from the bottom of my heart because they're just a wonderful addition to our town. And then I go back to my shop, and here is all my fall stuffs piled up on one table. I'm trying to get it put away and get some Christmas stuff put out. I'm striving to be like Mary. Okay, sometimes I let myself get carried away. I get ahead of myself. Remember, I thrifted all that stuff for a French country bedroom? Well, this is the stuff, and it's in that bedroom. But my problem is, and it's not really a problem, it's just an obstacle. This room used to be my son's, and there's still a cabinet in there with a lot of his. This is a mirror. I got to tell you about this real quick. I found this mirror at the thrift store for $5, and it's huge, and I almost didn't get it because I thought it looked like a shield. And I went ahead and bought it, and I'm glad I did because it's really big and pretty, and it makes the room a lot brighter. But I have some trophies in there and some uniforms and, things that I've got to get to my boys or pack away and put somewhere. And someday, this room will be all French country and beautiful. And right now, like my son came home today, and he's going to spend the night, and he doesn't really care about all the pretty comforters and all the fabrics and everything I've got planned. So I didn't put those on, but this is that real pretty piece of fabric I got on at the thrift store. I'm going to put at the foot of the bed in a duvet. And this is the little nightstand. That's my mom and my aunt. My mom's in the little pink dress. And then these are my boys I gave this box to my dad years ago with their picture on it, and after he passed, I got it back, and the boys keep it on one of their dressers, and it's got his change in it and his pocket knife and stuff. Then I found this real pretty lamp at a thrift store, of course, and I want to make the bed into a 4-poster bed, and I'll show you guys how I'm going to do that later. But there's just a lot of fabric and curtains and duvet covers and pretty filigree things I want to put on the walls. This wall's going to have some stuff on it, and there's going to be a shelf all the way across the top of the window, and I'll put my old plates and stuff up there. This is a recliner that we used to have in our living room, and the bottom part's in good shape, but the back part has been pretty deflated. So I'm going to fix that, and I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to do that. And remember the 25-cent frames that I bought at the thrift store, and I said they're tarnished and I'm going to do something with them? Well, Santa, there's always room for Santa Claus. And I took some old cards and put them in those frames, and those are going to sit in the room. I don't think my son minds it too much right now, but I don't want to get it too frou-frou while he's staying here. Then there's those flowers that I bought for the room, and my dresser's in there. And I keep a dresser drawer full of my jewelry. It's just thrifted stuff and not expensive stuff by any means. But I used to have a velvet necklace holder, and it got lint all over it all the time. So one day I took an old piece of wood that had white paint on it, and I cut the shape of a necklace holder out, and I glued onto the back of it the easel from a picture frame, a thrifted picture frame, and I hang my necklaces on it. I scuffed it around the edge and sanded it a little bit and got some of the paint off, and it's just wonderful. I can, if I'm planning on going somewhere tomorrow and I have a set I want to put on, I'll just put it all on that stand, and it's ready for me the next morning. I have 3 of them, and I just change it out and put my favorites on it. I only wear a couple of necklaces all the time. I wear this one a lot in the fall. But if you want to I'm telling you, people, you can have anything you want in life. You don't have to wait around to buy expensive stuff. I've had these things. I like them better than my black velvet ones that I used to have that got lint all over them and always felt dusty. This I can just wipe off. I put a coat of sealer on it. And I hang my earrings and my bracelets and my necklaces, and I have 2 or 3 that I leave out all the time because I wear the same things over and over and over. And let me know if you guys are interested in seeing things about my room and my closet and stuff. I don't want to bore you. Now, this is my closet with my Christmas boxes in it, and we're going to open one today. This box I got at a thrift store. I think he's just beautiful. And this is the back of the box. I mean, the back is just as pretty as the front. And I opened it up, and I couldn't remember what was in it, but it was a Christmas book that I had made. I'd put a Christmas card on the front of it. And the book is called Best Magic Tricks, and it's from the library, and it got discarded. And it's got the little note card in the back, or the checkout card. I don't remember what we called those. Library card. And also in it was one of my little postage stamp quilts that I used to use as a skirt under my feather tree. And then this box I got down was a Christopher Radko, I think that's his name, ornaments that I had to have because of this ornament. We had this when I was a little kid, and these are reproductions by Christopher Radko, but this one, and we had this one too, but ours was pink. This one's red, and I just had to have them. They were at Menards, and they were kind of pricey for a thrifting girl, but I got them. And I think I want to talk to you guys in a future video about how I manifest things that I want. I have a kind of a foolproof way of manifesting the things that I want. And I've always been able to do it. And my husband just cracks up at how it works. But I'm going to show you guys. And I kind of want to go back to the Marge Clark cookbook. Well, it's a Christmas book. Christmas Time at Oak Hill Farm. And show you some of the things I've gotten from her book. This bowl, when I first got this book, I got it as a wedding gift in '94, and I was dreaming and looking at those pictures thinking how I was going to be a homemaker and what kind I was going to be, and I found a bowl like that bowl. And then there was this pie rack, it's a plate rack or whatever, and just like last year I found one. And I'm going to tell you how I manifested this stuff, like a vision board kind of thing. And of course, look at this. This is in her book. And hello, how many cake stands do I have? I think I even have that one. So There's a lady who gave a review in Marge's book, and she said, this is one Christmas book you won't want to pack away with the decorations, and she's absolutely correct. It's just the most amazing book. So I'll show you how I do that in a future video. You guys will think I'm crazy, but it works. And when I was dreaming of what kind of wife and mother I wanted to be, I would pore over books and magazines and look at pictures, and I'll tell you how I figured it out, how to get them, and I got them. So if you like my video, please like and subscribe. I'm going to manifest like and subscribers right now. Maybe I can dream up some subscribers. Anyway, thank you so much for this short video. I hope you enjoyed it.